Hello. Welcome back to the Purdue University Fort Wayne Career Development Center. My name is Tom Utenage and I am a career counselor. Today we have the opportunity to speak about job applications and, more importantly, the applicant tracking system. The applicant tracking system is a program that manages the recruiting and hiring process. It organizes information about the job seekers and presents those applications that most closely match up to the job posting. There is approximately 90% of companies that make use of some sort of applicant tracking system. As you can see, we have an image here from JobScan. That is a website that makes use of an applicant tracking system. It is a site where they ask you to pay for their services. So while you are a student here with us at Purdue University Fort Wayne, and after your time here with us, please contact your Career Development Center, talk with a career counselor, because we are trained in reviewing resumes and providing information so that your resume can beat the applicant tracking system. One of the best features for the applicant tracking system is this pre-screening portion. This pre-screening portion will offer knockout style questions and does an in-depth look at your eligibility and qualifications. This is key for us as applicants because we want to make sure that our resume and the keywords found in our resume match up to those keywords found in the job description. There are some known limitations to an applicant tracking system from the applicant's point of view. As we see with the first point, it does not recognize different resume formatting. One way that a resume format has issues when going through an applicant tracking system is when we make use of text boxes, columns, and non-traditional formatting. The applicant tracking system can only read the information as it is presented on our resume, so we as the applicant, the author of those resumes, cannot assume that the applicant tracking system will know what we're talking about. We also want to make sure that when we put our job title on our resume, that it very closely resembles the job title for which the job posting is searching for. One of the biggest limitations of the applicant tracking system is that the human aspect of the hiring process is removed. So unfortunately, there are many applicants who are qualified, but their resume does not get through the applicant tracking system because they are not using proper formatting, they are not using proper word choice, and they are not using the correct keywords to get their qualifications through the keyword software system. So why would a company make use of an applicant tracking system that would keep qualified candidates from applying? Well, some of the reasons is that it's going to help attract those qualified candidates who know how to present their information in the precise manner in which they are seeking. It's also going to increase candidate engagement because of automatic emailing systems. It will improve the efficiency and lower the cost for the human resource department. It allows them to remain competitive, and it optimizes their onboarding process because of how it tracks all of the events that take place within the hiring process. Some of the benefits of an applicant tracking system. It helps to create stronger job descriptions. It extends the recruiter's reach and reduces friction within the department. It automates and increases the efficiency of the department. It improves visibility and collaboration across the recruiting teams. And it is a wonderful data management system which can track how often you apply to the company and to which positions you have previously applied. So how do we, as the applicants, get our resume past the applicant tracking system? Well, first and foremost, we need to tailor our resume for each job description. We need to be specific. We need to make sure that we read through that job description, identify the qualifications and keywords, and make sure that our resume contains that information. We want to make sure to use long form and acronym versions of those keywords. The most popular and easiest of resume formats is the chronological format. That is one that just about every applicant tracking system is going to be able to recognize. So we highly suggest that you use the chronological resume format. Avoid tables, the use of columns, and definitely do not add any graphics onto your resume. You want to make sure to use screen-friendly traditional fonts. And if you're not sure of a friendly font for an applicant tracking system, may we suggest that you use Calibri, Helvetica, Times New Roman, Arial, Tahoma, or Verdana. Those fonts are very easy to read and are very applicant tracking system friendly. Also, we want to make sure that we avoid the use of headers and footers. The applicant tracking system is not going to be able to read that information. And use those standard resume section headings. More than likely, those are going to be the same headings that you see in the job description. So you can have a qualification section, work experience, skills section, activities, extracurriculars. Those are just a few examples of section titles that can be used. So getting past the applicant tracking system is all about knowing the keywords. By reading through the job description, you should be able to identify both the hard and soft skills needed to be successful in that position. Have you identified those skills and placed them on your resume? Do you have that qualifications or professional summary at the top of your resume? Have you read through the preferred qualification section of the job description? And make sure to have included that information on your resume as well. Does your work experience align with the job description? Does your job title align with the title of the position to which you are applying? The biggest mistake we as applicants do is assume that whomever is reading our resume will understand what we are saying. The applicant tracking system will only look for those keywords that it is programmed to identify. So we as the applicants have to make sure those keywords are on our resume. Here's an example of a resume. It possesses some very strong information, but its format is one that will confuse the applicant tracking system. Notice the two-column setup on this resume format. When we submit the resume to an applicant tracking system, this is the restructuring the applicant tracking system does to the resume. As you can see, the two columns have become one. And when we compare the original resume to the applicant tracking system, we see how the information is confused. Because of this confusion, because of this rearrangement of information, even if this applicant is the highest qualified applicant, the resume will not pass through the applicant tracking system. Here is a good example of a chronological formatted resume. We see at the top the education, relevant courses if needed. I would suggest that we add in a qualifications summary section up here at the top as well, talking about the soft skills that we possess. As we see also within this resume, there is a section for honors and achievements, extracurriculars, and then more importantly, the work experience. When it comes to the work experience, we want to make sure that we are including our achievements, our accomplishments, and our impact. Did we increase productivity? Were we able to achieve our goals that were set for us? And by how much? Were we able to reduce the waste of a company or of a process? Hiring managers love to see how well we have impacted previous companies. So as you are preparing to apply for different positions, remember, you have to have your resume pass through an applicant tracking system. This applicant tracking system is not entirely designed to make this process easier for applicants. So we, as those applicants, need to make sure that we are putting in as much relevant information and keywords as we possibly can. As our resume is tailored for each job description, it will pass through the applicant tracking system and eventually get to the hands of our hiring managers, at which time those hiring managers will be so encouraged to give you a call and invite you in for an interview. If you have any questions about an applicant tracking system, how to tailor your resume, or just the job search in general, please reach out to the Career Center here at Purdue University Fort Wayne, and we will be more than happy to talk with you about this entire process. Thank you for your time, and have a wonderful day.